Still have some old pound coins in your purse, a warning that in a week's time, businesses will be able to refuse to accept them. From next Monday, the old pound will no longer be legal tender, although it's being reported that thousands of shops and businesses will ignore the Royal Mint's deadline to give people more time to spend the coins. Our personal finance correspondent Simon Gompers reports.
The days of the old round pound are numbered. From next Monday, shops won't have to accept them and they won't be allowed to give them in change. But some shops, and Poundland is one of them, are unhappy about their customers being encouraged to think that they can't come in and spend their old pounds if they've still got them. And here's the cause of it. The new 12-sided pound coins being struck in their hundreds of thousands at the Royal Mint. The Mint and the Treasury wanted a clean switchover between the two. Poundland is rejecting the idea of a sharp cut-off. It's saying it'll accept the old pound until the end of the month, something businesses can do if they want to.
The shop is well within its rights to say it's no longer legal tender, they won't accept the coins. But they do have a bit of discretion for a brief period where if they want to, the business owner can accept them and then give them to their bank instead.
The Treasury says businesses told us they wanted certainty on a cut-off date. The small minority who choose to keep accepting the old coin will have to make their own arrangements with their banks. Another problem is that in some places and with some parking machines, for instance, if you try to use the new pound coin, it just gets rejected because they haven't adjusted the machinery yet. Hammersmith and Fulham Council in London says it'll have the job done later in the year. Meanwhile, Tesco and Sainsbury's still have some coin-operated trolleys which have to be modified with just days to go before the deadline. However, if you have old pounds left over afterwards, banks are saying they'll accept them indefinitely from their own customers. When that stops, the Bank of England will take them forever.
The best thing to realise is there's no need to panic. So some shops will still take them. If not, just keep them to one side, take them into the bank, your own bank, pay them in, and you'll be able to get credit for those coins.
One niggle for businesses is that HSBC, Lloyds and some other banks want customers to sort the old and new coins into different bags before paying them in. So it's bye-bye to the round pound, but not without some annoyance and disruption. Simon Gompers, BBC News.
Now, if you have any old pound coins, now is the time to spend them. From next Monday, the old pound will no longer be legal tender and businesses will be able to refuse them and only take the new ones. But will they? Some shops are expected to ignore the Royal Mint's deadline and continue accepting old coins, at least for a few weeks. Seema Katecha explains.
They've been the same for more than 30 years, but now it's all change. Just days to go before the round pound coin will no longer be legal tender. And from Sunday, retailers can refuse to accept it if they choose to do so.
178, please.
At this newsagent's, the owner's making it her job to tell customers the old coin is on its way out. How many old pound coins have you got in your till?
I've got about at least, you can see about 30 in there. Yeah.
Mostly old ones.
No, a mixture. Old and new.
It's been replaced by the 12-sided pound coin, designed here in the Midlands and in use since March. It was produced to help crack down on counterfeiting.
We'll take them to the bank because a lot of people don't know. It's the same with the old fivers. We still take the old fivers because people still don't know that. We just take them to the banks for us. Especially we serve a lot of tourists and they don't know, they're not, brought up to spec on it.
I've found a problem with some of the shopping trolleys and you've had to fiddle a bit with them because, the old ones were so easy because they're so round and these are
12-sided, aren't they?
Yes. Well, I suppose it's just one of those things,
So this machine takes the £2 coins, the new one and the old one. The Royal Mint has advised businesses across the country that by Sunday they must try their best to update any equipment like this so that it can take the new money. But there's no need to panic. You'll still be able to pay the old coins into banks and building societies. The advice is check those coat pockets and down the back of the sofa in case you've got a few bob that need replacing, and do it as soon as you can. Seema Katecha, BBC News, Birmingham.